Good day, guys. Welcome to another edition of Miracle Boy Boxing. I'm your host, Ocean Cruz, here to talk to you about the light heavyweight showdown unification fight between Arthur Betrbiev and Anthony Yarde. It's an excellent fight, guys. A quick breakdown of the fight and who am I picking to win. I'm gonna pick Arthur Betrbiev, guys. 18-0, 18 knockouts, suffocating pressure, dynamite in both hands. When he gets to you, he breaks you apart. Not only mentally, but physically. As the round progresses, it gets worse for his opponents. I call Arthur Betrbiev the Russian tank, guys. Bivol can be maybe another Russian tank. I've also said that in many posts on Facebook and social media. I called him the two Russian tanks, so he's one of them, and that's what it is with him. He fights like that, strong, durable, hits very hard, relentless pressure, and he beats you up. He is the boogeyman. I consider him at 175. I consider him the boogeyman in that weight class, and he is the man to beat. Of course, the fight we all want to see is Arthur Betrbiev against Dmitry Bivol. Man, that's a great fight on paper, but until it happens, I won't really talk to you guys about it. I'm going to talk to you about the fight that's coming up, and that's against Anthony Yarde, who's a very excellent boxer puncher as well. Very skilled, excellent right uppercut. He can get you with any shot. He seems to fight well under pressure. He's very composed, and he does what he got to do to let his shots off. You know, he's a pretty good fighter. Pretty good fighter. The first time I saw Anthony Yarde, he fought Sergey Kovalev. That was a big step up for him at that time. Even though he lost that fight, got stopped in 11 rounds, he showed that he could compete with the best in his division. Sergey was still Sergey, kind of, and he took Sergey Kovalev to almost 12 rounds before getting stopped. And then he got beat again, but then he avenged that loss by stoppage in 4 rounds. And since then, he's racked up a couple wins, and now he's coming into this fight with Betrbiev with momentum. Last fight for Arthur, he fought Joe Smith, and we all thought it was going to be a all-out war, and it wasn't, man. Arthur connected with a shot, wobbled Joe Smith, and Joe never really recovered from it. Who has a pretty solid chin, and Joe Smith was dancing all over the ring. I mean, it's incredible. In 2 rounds, he got stopped. It's crazy. That's to show you how dangerous Arthur is. We all were anticipating a fight of the year, and we got totally the opposite. We got a 2nd round stoppage, dominant fashion. One of Arthur's best performances of his career. Yeah. And Arthur have racked up some pretty good wins against Marcus Brown. That was a tough fight. A fight that he almost lost by stoppage on cuts. Big gash in the forehead. And the doctor gave him 1 round. And when the doctor told him that same round, he went out and just let his hands go. And to the point where he ended up getting to Marcus Brown. And he became Arthur again. Marcus succumbed to the pressure, and he got beat up and stopped eventually. The bloody fight. That was the only fight that I've seen Arthur in a serious situation where I was like, oh my God, I hope Arthur's gonna lose this fight on cuts. But he pulled through. The heart of a lion, heart of a champion, heart of a warrior. So it's gonna be a great. It should be a great fight, guys. Excellent boxing puncher. Can move well in the ring. Anthony Yarde against an aggressive guy, Arthur Betrbiev. Those styles matching up usually turns out well in terms of action. You know, you got the boxing puncher Anthony Yarde moving, sticking that jab out, right hand. If Arthur gets inside, which he will, I can see Anthony throwing that right uppercut on the inside and trying to land it on Arthur Betterbiev's chin. And if he lands clean, he can do damage, even though Arthur can take a shot. But Anthony is a pretty solid puncher. So we'll see what happens if it connects. And we'll see if Anthony can handle the pressure. Can he handle the power of Arthur? Is the next thing. So we're also going to see that. It's a pretty good fight. And yeah, to be for the unified 175-pound titles. I believe the fight is going to be taking place over in the UK on ESPN. Yarde's going to have the crowd behind him. So tune in on Saturday to find out who's going to win. I got Betrbiev. It's going to be a tremendous fight. But in the end, I believe that Arthur's going to get him in there in the later rounds. Stop him by wearing him down, beating him up, and get a stoppage eventually. I think the pressure is going to be a little too much. It's going to be good early in the fight. Pretty good fight. It's going to be pretty good, pretty competitive fight. And Arthur's going to get him out of there eventually. That's my pick. Arthur's going to be a 19-0, 19 knockouts after this fight. What you guys think? Let me know in the comments section who you got. And yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. Miracle Boy Boxing. I'm your host, Jose Cruz. Always a pleasure talking to you guys. Peace.